All right. So good evening, everyone. I want to welcome you to our Team Lux Platinum Monday night training. This training is designed to help you in your Planet Marketing business and in teletravel business. I started this training so that you all could get exactly what you need. This is going to be an interactive training. I'm going to share some information with you, but at the end, I want you to ask questions. I want you to, give me scenarios and let me know what you're doing that you're not having, a good response with, so that we can make the adjustments. And don't be afraid to share the information, because there are other team members just like you who probably have the same question, or they are experiencing the same thing you're experiencing. And so, I want to be able to help everyone win. It is the end of the year, and this is the time when I want each of you to reflect on where you are in your business. Are you where you want to be? Did you hit your goals for 2018? And if not, are you able to look back and identify exactly what you did wrong, or what you could have done more of, or where you needed to make an adjustment? And that's what this training is about tonight. We're going to talk about the daily method of operation, DMO. What should you be doing every day? If you say that you're going to work your business 10 hours a week, what exactly are you doing during those 10 hours? Right? Are you just posting on social media and you say, well, I'm working my business, I posted today? Nah, that's not going to help you move the genealogy. So I want to help you, number one, come up with a plan of what you should be doing every single day to build your business, to move the genealogy, to find new business partners. And a lot of it has to do with mindset, right? We have to have a winning mindset. We have to have a builder's mindset. I want some of you to look and examine the people you've been around. Have you been engaged in toxic relationships that are preventing you from growing your business? Some of you may have some bad habits, right? Or maybe you're spending too much time in front of the TV and you should be working your business. I know I fall guilty of that often, right? If a new series of something comes on, I got to catch up on the whole series, right? And that's time I could be working my business. We all go through it. So we're going to talk about daily method of operation. I want to first talk about the 10 daily habits of most successful entrepreneurs. And this could be something that can help you plan your 2019 so that you can break some of those habits, right? If you keep doing the same thing in 2019 that you've been doing in 2018, guess what? You're not going to hit your goals next year either. So we all need to make some changes to inform some healthy habits, some successful habits. So number one, create a routine. Some people just wake up and do whatever they feel like doing at whatever time. And successful people have a routine. They create successful habits. They do certain things every single day. And that is how they get things done. People who don't have a routine, they don't get anything done. Those are the people who complain that they are feeling overwhelmed. They don't write anything down. They're just blowing whichever way the wind blows for that day. Hold on. Number two, keep the mornings for the toughest projects. If you have something that is really challenging that you need to get get it done in the morning. That is when you are the most alert. Once you've had a good night's sleep, you wake up, you're more focused. That is when you want to get things done. Don't wait until the evening, because usually in the evening, that's when all hell breaks loose, right? Something happens. This one needs you to go pick them up, or the kids need this. You got to go grocery shopping. Too many things happen in the afternoons and the evenings, and then you never get anything done. Typically, the mornings are going to be the best time to work on your toughest projects, when you're most alert. Number three, work out and meditate. There needs to be a balance of mind, body, and spirit. So, in the mornings when I wake up, I go for a walk. Am I consistent with it? No, but that is a goal of mine, that every single morning when I wake up, to go for a walk. I need to get that fitness in, right? We don't want to look like beached whales on the beaches of the world, right? We want to be our best. We want to be able to think clearly, right? We want to be able to pay attention better, to become good listeners. So you want a balance of mind, body, and spirit. This is a great time to also do affirmations, right? A lot of us have been programmed with a lot of negative thoughts, and it's those negative thoughts that are preventing us from hitting our next level. So if you have any affirmations, this is a good time for you to say your daily affirmations. And if you don't have affirmations, I suggest you get some, right? And I can help you with that. I have some affirmations that I do every morning that has really helped me in this business. Number 4, give a head start to tomorrow today. We have to compress time frames. That means we're trying to get as much done in a short amount of time. A great example of compressing time frames: every morning when I go to the bathroom, I have my cell phone with me. Why? Because while I'm there, I could be posting, getting my morning post out, right? If you have a commute to your job, that's a great time to listen to a webinar or the replay of the IMV, or something like that. You can be cooking dinner or doing laundry and listening to a webinar or an audiobook, or doing some reading. But you want to find ways to kind of multitask. What can you get done in the shortest time possible? If you have, let's say tomorrow you're going to be, working on a travel quote for a client. What can you do today in preparation for you working on that travel quote tomorrow? If you have a travel party set up for tomorrow, what can you do today in preparation for that travel party? If you have some follow-ups that you're going to be doing tomorrow, what can you do today to help you get prepared to do those follow-ups tomorrow? Maybe today you write out a list of all the people that you're going to follow up with, so that tomorrow when you need to make those calls, you know exactly who you're calling. You're not flipping through your calendar or your phone or your messenger. What can you do today to help you prepare for tomorrow? Number 5, schedule time for income producing activities. Schedule time for income producing activities. Some of you are just doing busy work. They're not income producing. You think because you added 50 people to your travel group that that's an income producing activity. No, it's something that you should do, but it's not income producing. Income producing activities are things that you can do that are going to make money. And in this business, that is the 3-way call. So whether you're piquing interest to set up the 3-way call, or you're following up with people that you've exposed to the business to get the 3-way call, or you're doing a travel party, a PBR, a one-on-one, those are income producing activities. Anything outside of that, you're listening to the IMB, you're reading personal development book, that's good, but it's not income producing. So make sure you're doing income producing activities and you're not just busy doing stuff. Number 6. 6 is track your progress. SMART goals. We know them as SMART goals. SMART goals. The S stands for specific. Your goals should be very specific. Not, I want to, when someone asks you, well, how much money do you want to make? And they say, I want to be comfortable. Well, what is comfortable? That's not specific. If I ask you how much money you want to make, I'm looking for you to say $5,000 a month, $8,000 a month. You have to be specific with your goals. M is measurable. We need to be able to measure those goals, right? You 1-star director, you need 100 people, right? It's measurable to know if you hit that goal. You're trying to go for goal builder, you need 9 people. It's measurable. A is attainable. Is that something that you can attain within a certain amount of time? R is realistic. Is the goal you set realistic? If you just joined the business last month, the chances of you hitting 1-star director by New Year are slim and none, right? That's not a realistic goal if you just came into business and you don't have a big network. And then T is timely, right? You want to set dates, realistic dates of when you want to hit your goal. You can't just say, I want to be a director, and then you don't have a time frame set for when you're going to do it based on your activity. So you want to create SMART goals. Another habit of a successful entrepreneur, they encourage their team to provide solutions, not problems. I'm going to repeat that. Encourage team to provide solutions and not problems. Is it safe to say, and I want you guys to respond in the chat, is everybody that's on the line right now, do you have a desire to become a director? I want you to post in the chat if you have a desire to become a director. And if you're not, don't feel like you have to answer yes just because I asked you. I seriously want to know, because everybody joins this business for different reasons. So I don't take it for granted that everybody wants to be a director. Okay. Thank you, Kendra. I appreciate that. Okay. For those of you that want to become a director, you're training, you're in training right now to become a leader, right? You have to become a leader. And it is so easy as a leader to, get stuck in the management trap, right? But remember, your role as a leader is to coach, train, and develop your team into leaders, right? We're no one's boss. We are developing leaders. And so you're dealing with different personalities. You're dealing with, you're dealing with people with different goals and different issues. And you don't want to spend your time, deflating or trying to solve people's problems. Leaders find solutions. So you want to start now coach, training, and developing your business partners to come up with solutions to the problems. You don't want to just hear about the problem and then you fix it, right? Because now you're kind of managing people, but you want to encourage them and guide them into coming up with solutions. Okay, so you want to always be in the mind frame, and you hear Mr. Moore talk about this all the time: coach, train, and develop. Coach, train, and develop. And also, another term that you'll hear in the business is the reach around. The reach around. The reach around means that you are simply not just working with the people that you personally brought into the business, but maybe it's somebody that's 3 levels below you. Reaching around and finding out, hey, how are things going? Do you need help with anything? Did you hit your goals this year? A lot of people who come into this business think that the only person that they should be talking to about the business or getting help from is their sponsor. And their sponsor may be just as new and just as green as they are and not in a position to help them. And this is why it's so important to do a welcome call with your goal builder or your director so that your business partner, your new business partner, realizes that it doesn't just start and end with you, that they have layers of leadership, people that can help them. So the reach around is reaching around to people in your downline and getting to know them and finding out if they need help with anything and getting them the help they need. It is so important to do the reach around. Perfect example of a reach around is Mr. Scott reaching around to Lynn Hendricks. Lynn Hendricks was like 5 generations down from Mr. Scott. And now she's a 3-star director. Had he not reached around and say, who's this Lynn Hendricks person? She wouldn't be a 3-star director right now. So it's really, really important to do the reach around. Who's scribbling on my screen? All right. Number 8, refresh yourself with quality family time. Let me ask everyone a question. How many of you feel like you've been running with this business from day one? Like you have not even you know, caught your breath? Anybody feel like they've been running? It is so important that you do, well, you still want to keep running, but make some time for your family. Make some time for your family. Tamikia, I know you have, Tamikia, right? Maria, right? Keep running, but do set some time aside for your family. And this was one of the hardest things for me to do. And it got so bad, guys, that there were times when my husband had to take my phone and just say, go to bed. He literally had to take my phone away from me because I wouldn't stop working the business. And I needed that downtime. But when you, and Tamika, you and I talked about this, right? But when you do set that time aside for your family, be present. Don't have your phone in your hand. Don't be checking text messages. Don't be on Facebook. Give your family that time that they deserve, because it doesn't only help them, but it's also going to help you. Next, segregate each day for separate business activity, meaning everyone should have a 8x9 calendar. Everyone should have an 8x10 calendar that don't just have the days of the week, but the times of the day, starting at 8 o'clock till at least 9 o'clock at night. And everything that you need to get done should be on that calendar. If you have a doctor's appointment, put it on a calendar. If you have date night with hubby, put it on a calendar. If you have a certain time of the day that you do your posting, put it on a calendar. If you have time set aside to read for personal development, put it on a calendar. Follow-ups, put it on a calendar. Segregate your time and schedule everything on your calendar. Your calendar, excuse me. Can everybody put yourself on mute?
No, dig. Yeah.
Sorry, trying to mute somebody. Anissa, can you put yourself on mute, please? I hear background noise. Anissa, can you mute yourself, please? I'm trying to mute you and it's not. There we go. Thank you. All right. So everything that's important, put it on your calendar, especially your income producing activities. And now my screen is froze. And sorry guys, my screen froze up on me. There we go. And number 10, continue learning. So this has to do with your personal development, right? Always be working on your personal development, both on IntelliTravel side and Planet Marketing. You know, on the travel side, what certification are you working, right? I know, I can't remember who, but someone just completed their Royal Caribbean certification. My next question was, okay, what's next, right? They're like, oh, I'm gonna start working on my CLIA, right? Always work on your personal development. On the Planet Marketing side, once you finish one book, you should be reading the next book. Read. Set a goal that you read, 10 pages a day or a chapter a day or something like that. You're going to finish a book every single month, but you should always work on your personal development. One of the books, Your First Year in Network Marketing by Mark Yarnell. So if you're taking notes, write that down. If you have not read that book, Your First Year in Network Marketing by Mark Yarnell. Your second book, GoPro by Eric Worre. GoPro by Eric Worre. And the third book is The Magic of Compound Recruiting. And all three of those, we have PDF versions in the Team Lux Platinum group under files. All right. So now I want to talk to you all about daily method of operation. These are the things that you should be doing every single day. And there are 4 of them. So I'm going to tell you what the 4 things are, but you have to set the goal for yourself. I'm going to repeat that. I'm going to give you 4 things that you should be doing every single day, but you have to set the goal based on how many hours a week you're going to be working on your business. You set the goal of how, what it's going to be for each item. Okay. So the first one, how many new people will you speak to and pique interest with daily? How many new people will you speak to and pique interest daily? This has nothing to do with posting on social media. This has nothing to do with, messaging people in Messenger. I said speak to, picking up the phone and having a conversation or having a face-to-face. How many new people will you speak to and pique their interest with daily? You set the goal. Number 2, how many people will you talk to and follow up with daily? How many people will you talk to and follow up with daily? So this is going to be people that you have already piqued their interest. You sent them the video, but they didn't sign up, right? This may be someone that you scheduled a 3-way call and they didn't answer, right? So how many people will you actually talk to and follow up with daily? You set the number. Number 3, how many confirmed guests will you have at the next weekly meeting? How many confirmed guests will you have at the next weekly meeting? This does not have to be the meeting in your city. If you live in New York, you might have a confirmed guest at the San Diego meeting. If you live in Florida, you might have a confirmed guest at the Atlanta meeting. And you may have to invite 20 people just to get one guest confirmed. So this isn't about how many calls are you willing to make, how many texts or emails you're willing to send. This is how many confirmed guests will you have at the next weekly meeting. You set the number. And number 4 is a 2-part. Number 1, how many travel parties will you do either weekly or monthly? You set the goal for that. Are you going to do one every single week? Do you plan to have a travel party every other week, twice a month? How many travel parties will you do weekly or monthly? Everyone, if you have a desire to build a team, to become a director, you should be having regular travel parties, period. Whether they be at your house, someone else's house, some room at a pizza joint, whatever. But everyone should have weekly or monthly travel parties. That is the fastest way to build this business. So first you have to set a goal of how many you plan to have. And the next part is how many people will you call and invite to your weekly travel party? So now I want to know, how many calls are you willing to make to get people in your living room? Set a goal. All right. And this is all about holding yourself accountable. I don't know if you guys saw Debbie Patrick actually did a post in our Team Lux group, because she reached out and she was needing help. She was feeling stuck in her business. And we had a one-on-one coaching, and I gave her these 4 daily method of operation activities. And she set a goal. Together, we came up with goals for each of these. And then now every week we have a one-on-one. And during that one-on-one, it's a follow-up. Did you hit your daily goals? Right? And, she was able to give me some scenarios of, obstacles that she was coming across, and we made some adjustments, and now she's having progress. So it's so important for you to reach out for help if you feel that you need it, and holding yourself accountable, because we have these one-on-ones weekly to follow up to see how she's doing. She likes that accountability. It helps her because she knows she needs to hit these goals. And I want to know, if you say you're going to have, follow up with or pique interest with 5 new people every single day out of all of last week, did you hit that goal? Were there any days that you came up short? And if you came up short, why did you come up short? Right? And what adjustments do we need to make in order for you to do it? And also, did your goals stretch you? That was a question that I had for Debbie. I hope she doesn't mind me saying this, but that was a question like, do you feel that the goals were too easy or too hard? And she said, I feel like I could do more. Great. Let's increase the goal. Let's increase the goal. But if you do these 4 simple things every single day and you're consistent with it, I promise you your business is going to grow. I promise you it's going to grow. And you're just going to get better and better and better and improve your skill set. A goal without a plan is just a wish, right? You have a goal to become a director, but what is your plan to get there? You have to have a roadmap to get there. And what I just shared with you is the roadmap that's going to help you get there. There's no secret sauce. There's no secret phrase. You just have to do the work, right? Piquing interest, showing the plan, 3-way call. That is what this is about. All of these are these daily method of operations have to do with you getting the business opportunity in front of more people, right? There was no magic bullet for this. So failure to plan is a plan to fail. Write that down. Failure to plan is a plan to fail. Now I want to open it up for questions. And I'm going to check the chat to see if anyone has any questions. But if you have any questions, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hi, Tanisha, can you hear me?
Yes. Hi, Janine.
Hi, how are you? Okay. My biggest obstacle, I think, right now is I'll do posts, and I'll get a lot of likes, in particular from the same people over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them I've invited to calls, to meetings, and my travel party, and no show, but they continue to like my posts.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of new people, forget about them, but there's a few new people that I see continually to like my posts. I don't know them personally. I just want to know, how should I approach them and, try to get them on a 3-way call?
Great question. Great question. So one of the things you can do, there are going to be some people who only like your posts. They never comment. They just like. They're like your biggest cheerleader. And we love them, right? We love them. But one of the things you can do is to inbox them and just say, hey, I just wanted to reach out to you and say thank you so much for always supporting me by liking my posts. Just curious, what is it about my post that you like?
Okay.
Right? Just what is it about my post that you like? And they might say, oh, you're just so positive and I love your energy. And, you say, oh, well, thank you. Have you thought about maybe looking into this opportunity for yourself? I love this business because I am surrounded by positive people.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And understand, Janine, this business is not for everybody, and we don't want everybody in our business.
Right.
We love the cheerleaders because, that looks great for the new people that we're friending. They see that there's engagement from your followers.
Right.
So there are some people that will never, ever, ever join your business, but they will always be there liking and supporting your posts. And that's okay. Right? And if they say, well, no, it's just not for me, this is just something that, doesn't work for me, just say, okay, well, I do appreciate you, saying that. Who do you know that would be interested?
Okay.
Right? Ask them for a referral. Who do you know that would be interested in an opportunity? This is a great opportunity, right?
Okay.
And a lot of times you can take it a step further. They might say, oh, well, I don't really know anybody right now, but, if I think of somebody, I'll definitely let you know. Then you could say, well, do you mind if I send you some information about it so that you can be more familiar with what I do? And this way, if you come across someone, you'll know, exactly if this is going to be a good fit for them.
Okay.
So now you have the opportunity to send them the videos.
Okay, so I can just go ahead and send that to them without setting up a call, 3-way call?
Yeah, because exactly. Okay. And just, you in that situation, you can say, I'll send you a couple of videos that kind of explain what I do. And maybe you just send them the James Ferrara video, right?
Okay.
Maybe not the Planet Marketing presentation. Maybe you just send them the James Ferrara video and say, here's a video that explains a little bit more about, what I do. And if you have any questions, let me know. We can schedule a call. I can answer your questions for you. But at least now so that if you come across someone, you can share the information with them and refer them to me.
Okay.
Right? So this way you're still engaging with them. And who knows, 6 months from now, they might change their mind and want to join the business. And because you kind of built that rapport with them and took the time to engage with them, they're going to come back to you.
Right. Okay.
All right. Does that help you?
Yes, very much. Thank you, Tanisha.
You're welcome. Anybody else have a question?
Hi, Tanisha. It's Pamela.
Hey, Pamela.
How are you?
Good. Miss Gold Builder.
Working on it.
Bronze. Wait, what'd you hit?
I'm working on bronze.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. My question is two things. One, I had a person said she was ready to go and she wanted her daughter to come in with her. We had the meeting with her daughter. Daughter said she was very interested. She was working on finals and everything. And to contact her, I think we met with her like on a Wednesday. She said to contact her on Friday. Said, okay, contact her on Friday. No answer. I said, all right. Waited a couple of more days, contacted them on Monday. No answer. Waited a couple more days, reached back out, still no answer. For me, maybe I'm getting old and ornery. 3 times is usually a strikeout for me. I just didn't know how to judge that, if I should continue to reach out. The other one was someone was directed to me. I've sent them the information, sent them the videos to watch. I still haven't seen where they have watched the videos. They have scheduled. They have missed the schedule. They have rescheduled. They have missed the reschedule. I don't like scheduling something, especially with my mentor. I feel like I'm wasting her time as well as my time. Mm-hmm. And you're not putting, it doesn't seem like you're putting an effort toward what we're doing. You contacted me because you said you were interested. Mm-hmm. I've given you the information. You haven't looked at it.
Then you just move on to the next person. They're not the person you're looking for.
Okay.
We are looking for the people that are looking for us. Plain and simple. And you cannot say the wrong thing to the right person, and you can't say the right thing to the wrong person.
Okay.
If they were serious about changing their financial future and starting a business, you wouldn't have to chase them down. They'd be chasing you down.
Okay. I just want to make sure that I was seeing the same thing.
Yeah, no. I mean, when I get someone, there's been some, I mean, and this isn't going to change, Pamela. You are all, even when you hit 4-star, 5-star, 6-star, you will still have people who reach out to you, say they're interested, you send them the video, they don't watch it, they don't show up for their phone call. It'll still happen. Mr. Bradley still has people that do that to him. So that's not going to change. It's just the fact that they are not the right people for this business. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
All right.
There's nothing you can do about it. When I schedule an appointment with someone and they don't answer, matter of fact, I had it happen this morning. Had a 10 a.m. follow-up with a young lady, and I called her at 10 o'clock. She didn't answer. So I sent her a text message, and I basically said, hi, Tammy, this is Tanisha Burke. I just tried to reach you to follow up on the travel business opportunity. Are you available now? She's like, I've been on hold for 25 minutes checking on an order. I'll call you as soon as I'm done. I said, okay, sounds good. Text me first because I have another appointment at 10:30. I'll be working on travel quotes until my next appointment. I still have not heard from this lady.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. I still
All
have
right.
I still have not heard from her, but I'll wait a couple of days and I'll shoot her another text that says, hey, Tammy, if you're still interested in this travel business or discussing this travel business opportunity any further, let me know. And this is the beauty of Facebook, as long as you're friends with them on Facebook, they're going to see what you're doing. They know how to reach you if you're serious. And if they're not, you just keep it moving on to the next person.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Great question. Anybody else?
Hello, Ms. Burke. My name is Anjanette. How are you doing this evening? Thank you for this opportunity.
Hi, Anjanette. I'm doing fine, thank you.
My question is, for someone in my case, I'm not social media savvy at all.
Mm-hmm.
My social media existence began when I invested in the business in July. I'm very boring. I work. I'm a nurse by nature, and that's what my friends and family see me at. So how do I guess, like, put myself out there that I am in the travel business and, for people to take me seriously?
Mm-hmm. Okay, great question. My question to you is, are you looking to build on both sides of the business? Are you looking to
Yes, ma'am.
book travel as well as grow a team?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so since you're not savvy on social media, number one, I would say start engaging a little more in social media, because to be honest, Anjanette, it's 2018, and if you're not active on social media to help business, you don't really have a business. All right. This is where people go to find out information about businesses, about people. So you definitely want to be more engaged on social media. Watch some YouTube videos, click around. You can't break it. Click around,
Right.
get comfortable with it. Outside of that, I would say to first maybe host an IntelliTravel travel party. And an IntelliTravel party is different than a Planet Marketing travel party. An IntelliTravel travel party is where you are marketing and trying to find travel clients. So maybe, and this is just an example, maybe you do an IntelliTravel travel party called Cupcakes and Cruises, or Cruises and Cocoa, since it's cold out now. And you have some brochures of all the different cruise brands. Maybe you've put together an Alaska cruise for 2019. Maybe you put together a group cruise on Carnival for July 2019. So you want to have some trips and stuff that you have put together that now you want to market to your clients, your friends and family. Nurses, you said nurse, right? You're a nurse?
Yes. Yes.
Nurses are our target market for sure. Nurses, they have the $200 to get started. They have $60 a month, but they're in time debt. They have no time to do anything. Nurses are perfect prospects for this business, but you may want to, again, expose them. Their first exposure could be this IntelliTravel travel party where you're saying, hey, I am a travel agent. Here are some types of services that I can offer you. I can book your flights, your hotels, your rental cars, your cruises. By the way, here are 2 cruises that I am marketing for 2019. Anybody deposit down today, you will get a 3-day getaway. Give them the reasons of why they should book with a travel agent, right? Some people seem to think that booking with a travel agent is going to cost them more money, right? So you want to dispel that myth that that's not true, right? So, and there are tons of, you can even Google this, but even on my travel page, Lux Platinum Travel, one of my announcements is 10 reasons why you should book with a travel agent. And I think I copied and pasted it from the IntelliTravel newsletter. I think it was in there, or I either Googled it. So, exposing people and, educating them on why they should book with a travel agent. Maybe you have some information about, passports, and sharing with them information about, hey, if you're looking to travel outside of the country, one of the things you need to know is that, your passport can't expire within 6 months of your return. So showing them some value, giving them some tips and things about traveling, and having those brochures and things. And then at the very end, you can share with them why you became a travel agent.
I actually went to school for this years ago.
See?
So, yeah. And, I just never really got into the business. Back then it was so competitive. It's not like it was like it is today for us,
Right,
so.
Right. And that might be a good way that you open up the travel party, and stating why you got started in the business, how you found out about it, and then go into, the products and services that you offer, and the vendors, and, the best travel price guarantee, and, all those things. And, have your cupcakes there, have your cocoa, whatever, and really promote your travel business. And at the very end, you can say, if there's anyone that's interested in learning how they can start a home-based travel business, give me your contact information and I'll reach out to you, and, we can schedule some time to talk about it. Because you cannot take an IntelliTravel party and
talk about Planet Marketing.
Right. So if they're interested, get their information, and then you deal with them later.
Okay.
So that would be my suggestion as the best way. And then you can let people know, create a travel group on Facebook, right? I have a video.
I have all of that.
You got it? Okay.
I'm just fearful of putting myself out there on social media.
What is your fear?
I don't know. I never really was into social media, and that's been since way back when they had MySpace.
Yeah.
I just never really was into social media. My friends used to talk about me all the time.
Well, even if you just use it to market your business, it is a tool that is priceless.
I know.
I've built 98% of my business on social media. Most of us have met each other on social media.
Wow.
So, and understand too that, there are privacy settings, so you can control who sees what, if that's a clear people who have had their identity stolen, so that makes them a little scared. These things happen, but there are, Facebook does have some really good privacy settings that you can put in place to, to protect your information. But just focus for right now, just focus on marketing your business. You have your travel group. So once you have your IntelliTravel travel party, you can let everyone know, hey, I also have a group on Facebook called blah, blah, blah travel. You can join that group. I'm always posting specials and deals and promotions. These 2 group cruises that I put together, are more information about them are also in that travel group. So that's another place that you can encourage them to go to find information. And then that's going to also force you to say, okay, let me post some stuff. Let me post the hot.
Right.
Let me, start off there with just working with your travel group. And then, once you get really, really comfortable posting in your travel group, then you can expand more to your personal page and, invite and things like that.
Okay. I'm going to schedule a one-on-one with you as well on your calendar.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. Who's next? I love the questions.
Well, hey, Tanisha.
Hi, Bernice. How are you? Am I saying your name right?
Yes, you are.
Okay. How are you, Bernice?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am amazing. What's your question?
Well, more than a question is advice on how to sell the travel when I myself am so antisocial.
Great question. Believe it or not, most people who join this business are, I wouldn't necessarily say antisocial, but they just never had a reason to become more social. You know, they go to work and they go home. Is that your story?
Basically, yes.
All right. So let me share with you what I did when I first got started. And I'm probably a great example for this because I live in Florida now, but, you know, I moved here in 2010. And so it's not like I had a whole bunch of family and friends that I grew up with. I really didn't know anybody. All I did was go to work and go home. So I knew how to get to work. I knew how to get to the grocery store. I knew how to get to the bank. You know, I wasn't that person that was going out to the clubs and, you know, going to all these events. But one of the things that I did to kind of start getting myself out there is doing site inspections. And me and my best friend, what we would do is I believe the very first place we did a site inspection was a Marriott Residence Inn or Fairfield Inn. And we just got dressed up one day. We met at the Marriott. We went Facebook Live and we just walked through the Residence Inn and told people about the place. We are here at the Marriott Residence Inn in Melbourne, Florida. This is a great location. It is 5 miles from the Melbourne International Airport. Here's the front desk staff. Hey, front desk, you're on Facebook Live. And they're just waving and saying hi. They have a beautiful lobby. Here's the fireplace. If you need to print your boarding passes, they have, you know, computers and printers over here. And let me show you guys the fitness center. And then we walk through and we're showing them the fitness center. We're showing them the pool. If you call the hotel ahead of time and tell them you want to do a site inspection, they will have someone available to show you the rooms. So we'd have one of the workers take us to their suites and show us their king room, their double room. You know, if they have meeting space, we would go and show them the meeting space. This is a great place to have your meetings. If the place is big enough to do weddings, hey, they do weddings here. And, you know, and we just would showcase the hotel.
Okay.
And we would do it in our travel group. So if you've created your travel group on Facebook, you want to go live in your travel group. And now you're showing people, hey, if you come to Florida and, you know, you want to do something other than Disney, come to Brevard County and, you know, here's a great hotel to stay. There's shopping here, there's restaurants, or, you know, maybe the hotel has 2 restaurants on site, whatever the case may be, but you want to showcase that hotel and let everyone know, you know, there are other, you know, hotels in the area, but if you're interested in this, let me know. And I can do it for you.
Okay. And are we allowed to do the same on the cruises?
Yeah, so typically with a cruise site inspection, it has to be scheduled. But if you call the business development manager for that particular cruise brand, they can set it up for you, set up the site inspection. And those are really, really fun because when you do a cruise site inspection, all your Facebook followers are going to swear up and down you're about to go on a cruise. And you let them think that. Don't tell them anything different. Let them think you're going on that Carnival cruise when really it's docked at the port and you're just walking through looking at all the different things. Typically with the cruise site inspections, they feed you lunch because they want you to, you know, get a taste of the food and stuff like that. And, you know, it's really a lot of fun. I do cruise inspections every chance I get. And it's fun, even more fun if you bring someone with you, you know? So I always tell people when you join this business, get your best friend in the business with you or your sister or your spouse so that you have someone that, you know, who's your travel buddy, right? Me and my best friend do everything in this business together, including the site inspections. And what that does is that really attracts people because they're like, where are you and Camet going this time? It's like we become their reality show and they're living vicariously through us. So, you know, have fun. And you don't just have to showcase hotels and cruises. You might go out to dinner to Chili's with your husband, you know, but I've never been to the Chili's where you live. So tell me about it. You know, take pictures of your food and let me know what else. Is there a movie theater close by? Oh, here's a great place for a date night. You can, do movies and dinner and, show. To me, every time I leave my house is a marketing opportunity. I'm either marketing travel or I'm marketing the business opportunity. And you want to kind of use your personal Facebook page to really show the lifestyle of what it is to be a travel business owner. Okay. And use the travel group to market the travel.
Okay, awesome.
Is that helpful?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. I have a question in the chat. Katrina said, should your travel group be public? I'm going to let you guys answer that. What do you think the answer is to that question? Do you think your travel group should be public? Post it in the chat. See, Janine said closed group. Kayla said yes, it should be public. Maria said yes. Do you think your travel group? Galaxy S8 says yes. Bernice says public yes. Pamela says yes. Well, think about this. If Walmart kept their store secret, would they have any customers? Right? You cannot be a secret agent and expect to make money. Right? You want everybody to know about your business. You want to be searchable. You want everybody to find it. My page is public. My travel group is public. Everything is open because if someone does a Google search, I want them to find me and find my group on Facebook. Okay, think about that. You cannot be a secret agent. You have a business. And do you know the most expensive part of owning a business is marketing?
Yep.
And here you have IG, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Facebook. You got all of these social media platforms for free that allow you access to millions and millions of people. So why would you have a closed group? Right? And I'm constantly saying, keep friending new people. Every day you should be friending new people. Right now I'm maxed out at 5,000 friends. I'm about to cut some people because I need to friend new people. Because you can't keep marketing to the same 5,000 people that have not expressed any interest. You gotta get some new blood, new people, right? You have access to I've lost count. It's like 80 billion people on Facebook, and you only can access 5,000 at a time, right? So you have to everything should be wide open, and don't put stuff on Facebook or social media that you don't want people to know, and never put anything negative, right? If you are, and I know sometimes we want to use it to vent, don't do that. Tell your business. If you had a fight with your husband and you trying to show him, don't say nothing negative on Facebook. Don't be talking about, sending subliminal messages, how he gonna be sleeping on the couch tonight. Don't do that. Don't do it, right? If you are feeling sick, you got a cold, you're fighting a flu, don't announce it on Facebook. Don't nobody want to do business with someone who's sick. It's not attractive. It's a turnoff. Stay out of the drama zone. As my best friend Camet says, stay out of the drama zone. There's no money there. And stay out your feelings. There's no money there either. Right? So only positive stuff, things you could do. And I forgive me, but I can't remember the young lady that had the question saying that she was kind of antisocial and, she's not on Facebook a lot. Start by every morning taking a selfie of yourself, posting it on Facebook and saying, good morning. That's it. Every morning, take a selfie, post it on your personal Facebook page and say, good morning. And that's it. That is a great way for your followers to get to know who you are. You cannot be just a profile pic, posting. People want to see you. They want to know you're a real person. And go live from time to time as well. Facebook algorithm loves videos. So the more you go live, the more people will see your posts. All right. Any other questions? Good question, Katrina. You're welcome. So Janine said, I thought we should do it closed so others can't take your prospects and put them in their groups. The best way to stop people from stealing your prospects, well, first of all, people are going to do what they want to do. And if you are working your business the way you should, then you shouldn't be afraid of that.
That's right.
You know what I mean? If you are, I'm not necessarily afraid of people. If someone's going to sign with me, they're going to sign with me because they've been following me for a while and they believe that I can take them to where they're trying to go. They know I'm about my business. And so I'm not, for me personally, I'm not worried about someone coming snatching my sign up. I'm just not, because I know I'm it with this business. There's nothing, my posture is so strong with this business. I got people thinking, man, if I don't sign with Tanisha, I'm a dummy. That's my posture with this business. But the one thing that you can do to protect your prospects, I'm going to show you. I did a post. Let me find. All right, so let's say, so I'm in my travel group, right? And let's say, here's a perfect example. I did this, raise your hand if you want to travel the whole world but have no money, right? So here, I'm basically looking for someone to prospect, right? Well, this person here, Tina D. Harris, made a comment, and I don't see. Oh, she raised her hand. She's basically saying, I'm that person that wants to travel but don't have any money. And then I say to her, Tina, I can show you how to travel like a professional and earn some extra income so you can travel more. Just let me know when you're ready to learn. And she said, I most certainly will. So if I wanted to protect her, to make sure that one of you guys don't steal her from me because you're in my travel group, I'll just put hide comment. And I can hide all of Tina's comments so that you guys can see what I put, but you can't see who I sent it to. Okay? So anytime you do a post, especially if you are in somebody else's group, like you're in a credit repair group, or you're in Entrepreneurs of Atlanta group or whatever, and you know how some people might post in there, well, what are some of the things you guys do to earn some extra income? And then you get like 50,000 Planet people responding, right? Or you're responding. You want to hide those posts of the people that that you have prospected in that group or that are responding to your group, so that other people can't come and get them. Does that make sense? Is that helpful to everyone? So always, anytime someone responds to your income post, go ahead and hide their comment so that only you can see it. All right. Any other questions? We got about 2 minutes. Renee said, I allow people to post, but I must approve their posts. Absolutely, Renee. Never have your settings set where anybody can just post in your group. Always have it set where you have to review it and approve it. This way you don't get other people, sharing their business opportunity or posting stupid stuff in your group. You want to have full control over what's being shared in your group. All right. So Janine, does that help you? Are you clear on the whole public thing?
Yes. Yeah. I'm
Uh,
going to change it back to public because I did have it that way at first, public.
uh-huh.
And then I don't know where I heard that from to put it closed so other groups can't come into your group and, prospect. But that's fine. I'll change it back to public because it really does make more sense to do it public.
Especially if it's your own group. You know what I mean? You're the person that's adding people to the group, so you know who's in there.
Right.
I'd rather you hide someone's comment than close your group. And now you don't have, you're not exposed to everybody on Facebook.
Right.
People will go on Facebook and they'll do a search, right? I can go on, be on, let's say, my homepage, and let's say I want to find a travel group. And I type in travel. But I'm looking for groups. So now I click on groups. Well, if you're secret, you're not even going to show up in here. And if you're closed, I might skip you, and because it'll be easier for me to join someone's group who's public.
Okay.
Right? So like I'm all of these that say plus to join, I can join this group. There's 21,000 people. Travel Miles 101. There's 21,000 people in this group. Everybody in this group is a prospect for me, right? And then they want you to answer these questions in order to join the group. All right? So, you want to keep your stuff public to make it easy for people to find you. Any other questions? You're welcome, TLC. She said, excellent training, Tanisha. Thanks for taking the time to meet with us. Oh, you're very, very welcome. I love it. I love pouring into you guys and helping you. All right. Did somebody have another question? Last question? Going once? Going twice? All right. Well, that concludes the training. This training is officially over. You guys have a great night.
You do the same.
Thank you.